days ago, the preview trailer, the debut trailer, I would say, at the press conference. And, well, now we're talking to Glenn Egan, the man who will be making this game, along with many others, from Sanzaru Games. So I think it's pretty interesting. Sanzaru made the Sly collection. You must have done a pretty good job if you're getting to do Sly 4.
Oh yeah, there's kind of interesting backstory there. I mean, we're really, really huge fans of the Sly Cooper series, you know. Just played all the old games, just absolutely love them. And back in 2008, we were working with Sony on Secret Agent Clank, and we're thinking about what to do next. And we kind of seen what was going on with Sucker Punch, and they're really, really busy with Infamous. I mean, it's this super cool, super huge, awesome game. And we're like, I don't think they're going to have the time to make another Sly game, and I really want to play another Sly game. So we put together a demo, and we went and pitched Sony, and we're like, how about we work on the next Sly game? And they were like, hey, you know what, that's not bad. And so that led to us working on the collection, and then the collection gave both Sony and Sucker Punch kind of the confidence in us, so they feel comfortable with us working on the next in the series. I'm trying
to look at you, but this is actually the first time that I've seen the game in action outside of the trailer. So cell shading was really big when Sucker Punch debuted, the early Slys. You don't see it as much anymore, but I got to say this looks beautiful. So now that you've worked on the Sly collection, what does the power of the PS3 enable you to do visually?
Well, I think really, like, first and foremost, the characters, you know, like the Sly, everybody loves the Sly Cooper characters. They're just so fun to play with. And on the PlayStation 3, we can really add more detail, more animation. They can be so much more expressive, you know, and that's just really rock. And then with the environments, you know, we got so much more ability to do bigger.
You almost were there.
Yeah, just lush and, you know, and organic. But we're still really, really trying to stay true to the original art style. That sort of simple, bold shapes and just the rich colors. That's just like totally emblematic of like the Sly.
I venture to say that the cell shading is very much a part of it. It wouldn't be Sly without it. So all right, we have what appears to be a boss battle here. Tell us what we're seeing.
Yeah, so well, back when we were working on the collection, we saw we kind of got to see all the games in absolute minute detail, and we could really look at the kind of features that we really wanted to explore and expand upon, and just really kind of bring over and blow out for the PS3. So back in Sly 1, you remember, like, they had the kind of sort of pattern-based, so these complex boss battles.
Oh, I remember.
So we really wanted to kind of bring that out, except really blow them out into these sort of epic, great big, oh, this is gonna hurt. These sort of set-piece, just boss battles, which are just going to incorporate everything that you've like learned and acquired in these sort of building up to it.
So it was a challenging game. I mean, no doubt. I mean, would you say that Sly 4 is going to have that level of challenge?
Yeah.
That's good.
You got to bring your A game.
Good. That's very good. Because I love that it looks kid-friendly, and of course it is a family-friendly game, but there's something for the hardcore.
Yeah, it's for everybody. You know.
Tell us more. What are we looking at here?
So this is El Jefe. He is an egomaniacal tin pot dictator. He's built this 1,000-foot statue of himself. Little ego issues, you know. And so Sly's chased him all the way to the top, and he's finally able to confront him. And something else that we really wanted to go with in the boss battles is just level destruction. We're just gonna blow the snot out of the place, you know. By the time they're done, there'll be just a couple of little burnt toothpicks at the bottom, you know. It's just giving that epic kind of feel. And now you'll see like how the gameplay expands, that sort of pattern-oriented. It's not limited by the combat moves. It's just all kinds of crazy stuff you can do. Really got to bring the A game here.
So let's talk about season time. What's the upgrade system? What can you talk about at this point? Because I know there's outfits that we see Sly changing into.
Every episode.
What are we seeing right there?
So here you've collected a suit of armor. Now in the original games, costumes were disguises.
Yeah.
But in Thieves in Time, all these costumes will have an innate special ability. So this one is this suit of armor is not only impervious to fire, but it also comes with this really cool shield that allows Sly to deflect the incoming fireballs. So you can see him using it right here.
Yeah, sort of like a samurai type of outfit.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And yeah, so the cool thing about the costumes is you can then go back to previous episodes with the costume on, and then you can explore areas that you couldn't get to before because you can use the costume.
Is there going to be a lot of collection? Because I mean, that's part of the fun. I would say,
Yeah.
there's the action, there's the platforming, and there's collection is a huge part of the Sly universe.
Yeah, and the clue bottles are going to be back. You're going to be hunting around for all kinds of stuff in the levels. A lot of going back and forth and revisiting things and uncovering new things. So, yeah, really, like evolve the game. Just kind of, it would just seem like a natural progression as you played the Sly collection and then moving into Thieves in Time.
I really love how you're stalling now, aren't you? Because the longer we talk, the longer you have to stay alive. I'm going 10 more minutes. I don't care. All right, so all right, we have a good cinematic. We'll when you beat him, I'll stop talking for a small amount of time. Sucker Punch. They created Sly 1, 2, 3. What's it like taking over the reins, and are you working with them at all?
They are awesome. I mean, we got to work on the collection, and got to work closely with them. Looking at their code base, and I mean, their kung fu is very, very strong. They are an amazing developer, and it's just been an honor to work on the series. It was super presumptuous of us to put this out there. We're like, and they've been really cool, and and we're just like super excited. It's just such an honor.
All right, here's that cutscene that was being referred to.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see a little bit more level destruction here, taking the place apart.
So where in the game is this? Is this towards the beginning or?
It's towards the middle.
Yep.
Yeah. Not the beginning, not the end.
It's somewhere in between the two. It's definitely epic, and that's what I love about the Sly series. The boss battles are really tough, and it's you're not going to be likely the first time you face them, but it's old school gameplay where it's satisfying when you finally do succeed.
Yeah, good balance, challenge.
So this is new to me. I don't recall seeing that recently.
Which one?
There's the radar. So let's talk about that.
Yeah. Well, so something that the levels are bigger, and there's more to explore, and we really needed to come up with some slightly newer pieces of interface that would allow you to really see where you're going, and so something that you're kind of seeing there a little bit is some new methods to help you get to where you need to be. Because you got a lot more space, to hunt around in, to explore.
So I know the community has been crazy. I was going to say, how come you didn't tease this at all? But I think maybe.
I have no idea.
I have no idea what we're talking about here. If you play the Sly collection all the way through, or if you happen to pass by a movie theater in Infamous 2, you might have had an idea that this game was coming. But the community, why don't we bring them in? Do you have any questions off the Twitter?
Why, I do.
It's Schumann.
Why, hello there.
Cheers. Good to meet you.
Lucas Bullock has a good one here. He's been watching the live streaming. He wants to know whether it's possible to play the entire game without using any of the extra costumes.
No. The costumes are pretty instrumental in the game.
That's a hardcore type of question right there. Did you have another one?
I do, and actually from the same guy, Lucas Bullock. He must be a big Sly fan. He wants to know if we're going to see characters from any previous Sly games, such as Penelope or Panda King.
Well, there's it's not coming out until 2012, so we got a little bit of time.
Well, we've already seen Bentley or heard Bentley.
Yep, definitely Sly, Bentley, and Murray are going to be playable.
Yep.
There's going to be some other characters, and we're going to be definitely stay tuned. We're definitely going to be talking about.
Shame on you for even asking that. All right, so let's continue here. We're seeing some of the classic platforming from Sly.
Aye, I think he's kind of stalling here. He's kind of.
Is this as far as you want to go?
Yeah.
This is as far as it shoots. Okay. Well, there's some secret stuff. So okay. Well, I thank you very much, Glenn, for taking time to show us Thieves in Time.
Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time.
And 2012, like you said. It's good to see, as a Sly fan, that with you guys, the series appears to be in great hands.
You're right next door. Come on down anytime.
This is true. They work right down the block, and I'm going to have to take you up on that. Thanks very much. And I think we're going to be back at, what time is it? At 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. We'll be back soon with another big hit. Pixel Jump. That's what we're going to have.